So God was just telling me, he was saying that those who go against you, that, as we already know, those that Satan can jump in and use, uh, he's saying not in all situations, but in some, this is a counterfeit. So if you're dealing with a spouse, this would be the counterfeit, the one that everybody knows is not the real deal, especially you and God. They know they're not the real deal either, but they just try to pretend they are. God is saying that, so he showed me both sides, duality, two sides of a coin, okay? So he's saying on one side, these people, whoever it represents in your life, they think that like they have a big chip on their shoulder, they're full of pride right now and have been obviously all along. But at this point in time, he's saying that they think that they have an upper hand because they got one foot on both sides of the pond, so to speak. So what am I saying? That means that on one hand, they have a foot in the world in New Age. So they're receiving clarifications, or so they think, through New Age means, right? So through readings, tarot cards, different methods of New Ageism that they follow. So they think that because some of that could be seen as correct, they think they have the upper hand on you because they think that they're fighting with two guns and you only have one. Because they think that they have the New Age gun on one hand, but then they also have another foot in the pool of God, right? And follow prophetic words. So they think that in their mind, because they're controlled by Satan, they think that if I have two guns in the fight and they have one, I'm double gonna win. I'm double armed up because I'll have a backup and I'll be quicker to the draw, because this is just it's not accurate, but I'm just trying to explain it how the Lord showed me that they're thinking. I'll have two guns compared to their one. I am like doubly prepared, if that makes sense. Because in their mind, one hand with a gun is representing the New Age scene, and whatever types of predictions they're receiving from that side. But then they also have a foot in, like I was saying, in prophecy, in the pool of chosen ones that you dwell in. That's where you are. You're a righteous one. You follow prophecy. You maybe prophesy yourself. You receive prophecy from the Lord. And so they literally, I've made words about this before, they literally, and this can be for a male or a female, but they literally go back and forth. They'll get a reading on you or watch tarot readings, then they'll turn around and go listen to prophetic words. Then they'll turn around and listen to tarot, then they'll turn around and listen to prophetic words. So they feel like because they're doing this double duty, that they're armed and prepared on both sides for whatever may come, right? So if the tarot's saying that they're that this and this and this is going to happen, say, and then say that the prophetic words say that this and this and this is going to happen, they are like, oh, well, this said this, so I'll do this, and then this said that, so I'll do that, and then they think that they can outwit God or outwit you by strategizing, by playing these both sides. But God is saying not only have they not outwitted him or you, but this message I'm putting out proves as such that they haven't outwitted anyone, because the art of outwitting would mean that the other party wouldn't know what you're doing. But like me personally and a lot of other fellow chosen ones and prophets already know that this is what their adversaries are doing, right? So we're up on game. And why we know is because God is up on game. So God is informing us, right? So God is just saying that your adversaries and those who come against you, they think they're smarter than you, but they're not, because you already know how they're playing. And you've always known. It's not new. And B, they especially think that they're smarter than God, which is absolutely crazy, because God knows everything. And he also is the one who's letting you know what you know, right? These prophets, the only way that prophets know what they know is from God. So anyways, this is to be a quick message, not much to report here, nothing new under the sun. Just saying, if in case this resonates with you, if you find that your adversary, the Lord has maybe shown you that your adversaries are doing, practicing in the New Age dark scene, and then acting like they have one up on you or something like that, the Lord is confirming that no, they don't have one up on you. They've never had one up on you. They'll never, ever have one up on you because you followed the Lord. But if you've had these inklings, you're correct. Maybe this message would be confirmation that, yes, that's what they're doing. They are trying to like gloat over you and God because they think that they're 2 steps ahead. Because they think that this method is working. Like they think that it has been working for them. And that because they think that they can make moves that you're not privy to because you're not following the New Age scene. Then when there's prophetic words being put out for you, for yourself, right? Because you're on Team Jesus. Then they think if they hear those and then they can try and thwart what's being said for you, that then they're covered on both sides. They're covered in the front and they're covered in the back. But the Lord is saying that they can spend all the time they want listening to tarot and listening to prophetic words. They can pretend all they want that this is for them and this is for them and that's for them and do this, and strategize and all this stuff. They're literally going around in circles. And the Lord is saying why he's allowing it to be like that. It's intentional. Like nothing that the Lord does is oopsies or accidental, right? And therefore same with his children. It's intentional. Why he's allowing this to happen this way is because he wants them to know both ends. Like, so he wants them to follow the New Age in here. Then he wants them to follow the prophetic words in here. So that when he does come up and knock their plan over, like he has so many times before, when this does happen, they're going to know it was from him. Because they're going to know, oh, I heard that in the prophecy, right? Whereas it's, again, hard for me to explain exactly what the Lord is saying here, but if they only followed the New Age and didn't have if they weren't back and forth and had a foot in prophecies, and they only followed the New Age, then they wouldn't know how the Lord is moving, right? They would only know how basically what the devil's doing. But the Lord has allowed them to have a foot in each side and to go back and forth, swap back and forth between the two and follow the prophetic words all this time intentionally, because what he's wanting to do is save and deliver this person. I've made words about this before. He's wanting to bring this counterfeit person to him so that they're no longer straddling the fence, so that they literally just choose Team Jesus and follow that all the way, right? But in order to do that, if you didn't have them dabbling in prophecies and they only followed New Age, and this or this was maybe happening, they would continue to follow the devil either knowingly or unknowingly. But because the Lord is allowing them to be privy to prophecy, when they follow the prophecy and they see the prophecy play out and pan out and manifest, because it will, because God trumps Satan every time, then they're like, oh man, the prophecy is playing out. I see the prophecy. So, and then they can see that the Lord is consistent and that he comes through every time, right? And that the Lord is using it to get the glory, to show, like he does, to show them that, in the end, no matter what little, W you think you have here or there, that the ultimate big W, the be all end all W, comes from playing on the Lord's team. And so don't fret or worry. The time is going to be arising where he's going to knock this strategy out of the ballpark. And then when he does so, then they will see and find that all the glory goes back to the Lord, and that the Lord's ultimate strategy wins at the end of the day, no matter what comes or what they do. So I hope this resonates. I hope it finds who it needs to. Take care and God bless.